Hi guys, Marty here from AGN Football. Arsenal have just beaten Ipswich Town 1-0. Liam, I'm here with Liam. What are your thoughts on the game?
It wasn't a classic, but we got the 3 points and that's what I came here for today. I think after watching everyone play on Boxing Day, I just knew that we had to win. Whatever the score was, we have to win. That will put us second in the league. We can just focus on the second half now and catching Liverpool. It makes kind of everyone else is irrelevant now. All that matters for us is just keep ticking the games off. It is that stage of the season now to maybe reflect on our predictions that we made before the season. I had Arsenal to win it. I'm not going to change my prediction. I still think Arsenal's going to win it. I think Liverpool definitely have shown a little bit of kind of shakiness. Especially on Boxing Day, going 1-0 down to Southampton. Was it Southampton? Leicester win it?
Yeah.
One of them anyway. They're all the same. They're all part of the bus.
Okay, so how do you think today's game went? What were your going into the game? How did you feel? And then obviously when we kicked off, went through the first half. Tell us what you thought of the whole game. Let's break it down.
So I thought before the game, my prediction was Ipswich would give it a go and come at us, and they didn't. They sat back. So it kind of went completely different to what I thought it would. Yeah. It was a lot of just trying to break them down, and again, we've seen it a couple of times. We just didn't really have the key to unlock them. It was a great cross by Trossard to find Havertz, who did break the deadlock, and even after that, Ipswich never really looked like coming at us. So it was just a game of kind of them soaking up the pressure, and it was 1-0, but it was a comfortable 1-0. We never really looked in danger until maybe the very end, the last 5 minutes, which just makes me think maybe that's what Ipswich came here for, really, was just to keep the score as low as possible and then chuck everything at it in the last 5 minutes, see if they can nick a draw.
So do you think that, watching that tonight, were there any points where you thought that Ipswich might get a result, we might come unstuck, or did you just think throughout the whole game that we were solid, consistent performance, 1-0 to the Arsenal, game killed off and over?
Do you know what? Until the very, very end, when they were crying for a handball in the box, and I saw the referee point at his ear, I thought maybe VAR is going to give him something here. That was the only time I was worried. Yeah. I think we managed to soak it up. Raya made one kind of, beginning of the second half, Raya made a terrible pass out, which I thought he's going to shoot there, and he seemed, the Ipswich player, wherever he was, didn't pull the trigger on it. I don't know why, but besides those two moments, I thought it was pretty comfortable.
Okay, so we've got Brentford coming up and we've got Brighton coming up, both away games. Then I believe we are followed by Newcastle. How can you see us going into those Premier League games? They're both can be tricky away teams at their grounds to play against. And you know, I think we see with Brentford at the moment, they've got a decent record. Brighton have been slightly inconsistent but have performed on their day. How do you see those games going?
Yeah, Brentford, for whatever reason, look to be unbeatable at home. So that's going to be tricky for sure. Brighton haven't been in the best form recently, but you know, like on their day, they can turn over anyone in this league. So they're both going to be very difficult games, a lot more tough than this one today. So I think we kind of need to use today and maybe not overanalyze it, but take the result, we take the 3 points, but maybe look at areas we can improve on. I definitely think we need to break them down. We definitely look at breaking down those two teams. If it's not going through them, if it's not going around them, maybe we do need to think something over the top once in a while and try and find another avenue of attack. I know our set pieces are good, that's another avenue, but open play seems to be a difficulty for us. Okay,
so on that note, and I'll finish up on this, do you think that today's result was enough in a way that we did at times struggle to break them down? Do you think it was enough? And going forward, do you think we have enough to win the league? And could this game potentially have been a problem?
It's going to be hard. I think we do have enough. And, you know, the teams coming up, although they have slightly more quality than Ipswich, they are going to come at us as well, so maybe leave themselves open a little bit there. So I think we'll be all right. We will manage to get through this period. I'm not just looking at this result going, oh, it's going to be a problem against Brentford now because they're better than Ipswich. They're a different team. And at home, they are very good, so they will come on to us and allow us to catch them on the break. So I am still confident, and I do think we'll have enough for the second half of the season. I remember last season, I think we only lost one game, second half, and we drew to City, so we dropped 4 points in the second half. If we can repeat that, I think we've got every chance of winning the league. So yes, I do believe it's enough, and yes, I'm going to stick to Arsenal to win.
Okay, well, look, thank you very much for Liam. Pleasure to have you on. And yeah, listen, on to the next game.